What is up, heroes? My name is JabsSkyWalker, but you can call me Jabs. Welcome to the Naraka Bladepoint update. I'm going to give you the most important parts of this update. Now, guys, you can just go on the website and look through everything, but I'm going to give you guys the most important stuff about the game that was recently updated. The update actually took like a little longer than they thought. They wanted to make sure all the functions were correct. So, without further ado, let's get into the video. So, the first important update that I noticed is the in-game function. New report reason has been added. They said we have added a new report reason in proper party making. When reporting a player for this reason, you will be asked to jump to an external page and upload the video evidence. So yeah, just I guess a new way to report improper party making, but you need to get video first. You can't just send it to 24 Entertainment and being like, yeah, these guys did this. Now you need some video evidence, guys. So the next thing is the new battle stats content. Now they said they've added strength descriptions of your opponent to the battle stats page. So with ease, quite challenging. So you can see how good your opponent is in the battle stats page. So that is obviously just like an added bonus to people who want to know who they're dealing with, right? So the new battle stats content, that is a new function, outgame function there. And they also added new outgame settlement titles, added new titles related to stash effects, but that's not really important. That's why I only put the first one up on here on the screen, because the second one's whatever. Okay, the next one, guys, is the Moonbane Charm custom keybind. Now, Moonbane Charms were default set to the Z key, but this can now be changed in the settings. I don't know what it was for controller. I play with controller, so I'm not too sure, but apparently you couldn't change that, so now you can. Alright, and one of the biggest parts of the update is the shop update, and that's the new Yorohime Ceremonial Blade. It contains the Yorohime outfit Ceremonial Blade and the Great Sword skin Cursed Sakura, so that's going to be dope. I can't wait to get wrecked by Yorohime mains in a different outfit, so that's going to be fun. But stay tuned, because she did get nerfed. Also, you may unlock either the pack or single items with gold. So yeah, the skin looks dope, guys. I'll probably have it up on screen right now. It looks awesome. I do dabble in Yorohime, but she's not my main. Shout out to Matari mains out there. Now let's get into the hero adjustments, because there are a ton, guys, and we're gonna start with Tumulch. So Tumulch, his Zephyr Wisp and its variations can now be used when under attack, so that's pretty huge. There's an increased cooldown of Zephyr Wisp though, and its variations, so all of them have an increased cooldown. You can see it on screen right there. No need for me to say it if you can read. Also, Zephyr Wisp can now block the projectiles of Cannon and Swarm. Again, if you want to pause the video and look at the cooldown differences, I'm not going to make this video too long by going over all of that. So that's the differences for Tumulch right there. Okay, let's get into the differences for Tarka G. Now, Tarka G can now block the projectiles of Cannon and Swarm while using Inner Fire or sprinting under the effect of Blackout. He has slightly reduced the cost of Inner Fire Giga Flame under Blackout Vulcan, and slightly increased the speed of following combos after countering an enemy's attack with Inner Fire. So he kind of got like a little buff, guys. Tarka G, I mean, did he need it? I don't know. Like, he seems like a pretty balanced character to me, but now he's going to be buffed, so I don't know. Is he going to be Yorohime status? Probably not. But anyway, she's going to have a lot of changes after this update anyway. Now let's go to Kurumi, who has gotten a big nerf. They reduced the healing of Binding Prayer and Solo to 350. It was 500, guys. And it reduced the recovery of Sacred Circle and Sacred Circle Armor Enhanced and Solo to 200, was 300. They basically said Kurumi's ultimate has been overperforming in solo matches, so they wanted to tune her down to make it a little more balanced, and they still want to have Kurumi avoid as much damage as possible, even in her ultimate, but they kind of thought that she was a little too strong, which I can kind of see, but I didn't really have a problem against Kurumi's in the game. I didn't think she was broken. There's only a couple broken characters in this game so far, and they're not too broken, but you know, once they do some moves. And the next one is coming up right now. and that is Tien Hai. Now, Tien Hai received a big nerf, guys. So to reduce the damage multiplier against the Vajras, I don't really know how to say. I think it's Vajras. Weak points to 1.5 times, was 2 times. They reduced the overall health of Vajra, and now it's 3650. It was 4000 in trios, and now it's 2500 in solos instead of 2750. And it said, we hope that Tien Hai's Vajra form will last an overall more balanced period in battle by reducing the damage multiplier of his weak spots. He will gain increased survivability when focused. By slightly reducing his health in Vajra form, other players will be able to battle with him through attacking other parts of his body. So that is a huge nerf for Tien Hai, but honestly, it was needed. I hate when people could just go Vajra and then it's over. Like I mean, it's pretty much GG at that point. Like, I've only taken down like a couple Vajras. Maybe I just suck, but I'm pretty sure there was a reason for this nerf, guys. Okay, let's go to the Broken Queen herself, Yorohime. She received some big nerfs in this update. So the first one, she has reduced damage of Spirit Slash. It was 300%, now it's 150%. They adjusted Spirit Slash's cooldown condition. New condition: landing the final attack and killing the opponent anyway with Spirit Slash resets his cooldown. The previous condition was killing an enemy with Spirit Slash resets his cooldown. So that's different. You have to land a final attack to reset the cooldown. So you don't just like kill an enemy, you have to land the final attack. Reduce the airborne stagger of players hit by Ominous Blade. They reduced the bat swing of Ominous Blade and its variants, as well as the front swing when she throws her blade. They adjusted the rage consumption percentage after her ultimate. Her ultimate now consumes 25% rage with each attack, consuming another 25%. Previous activation consumed 70% and each attack 10%. When slashing in Spirit Slash or Spirit Slash Crush now, the blue focus adjusted will be to the gold focus. Alright, let's get to my girl Matari. Now, Matari, this is a bit of a nerf. I'm kind of upset, but I guess it's needed. So basically, when Matari is using Unseen Wings, Silent Flutter, Rapid Flash, now it only resets a current charge. It was like 2 charges, but I guess like now, when you use it, you could just you go in 2 directions with 1 charge instead of pressing it once and then being able to go somewhere else. I believe that's what it is, but don't entirely quote me on that, guys. It just seems like that's what that nerf is going to be. So it's not too bad, but it's also gonna change the playstyle of a lot of Matari mains, including myself. Now, there are a lot of other stuff, a lot of weapon adjustments, guys, but we're not gonna go through all of that because that would take forever, right? And this video would be super long. But again, just go on narakadaGame.com, news/update. You'll find all of this information. I'm just going over the more important stuff. And the next thing is the Souljade adjustment. So there are new Souljades, the Dagger Nether Step and Dagger Assassin's Lunge. Wow, they really love the Dagger. I love the Dagger too. That's like one of my favorite weapons. What's your favorite one? Leave it in the comment section below. Anyways, I love the Daggers. So they got the Dagger Nether Step, Dagger Assassin's Lunge. Doesn't really say what they do in the updates, but I'm guessing it increases lunge and range, or maybe just maybe it's like quieter. I have no idea, but yeah. So those are 2 new Souljades added. They also buffed Souljades. So all of the melee resist Souljades, well, basically they did not buff them. They nerfed buff Souljades. So all the melee resist Souljades got nerfed. And you can see the numbers right on screen right there. So basically what they were looking for was, they noticed a lot of players taking the melee resist Souljade, which makes sense because most people in this game like to throw down, they like to throw hands, they like to use melee weapons. So they found that it was a little overpowered because most people go for those Souljades, and they want to allow for more varied Souljade selection. So that's why they did that. They are also removing the dropping of Souljade Swift Heal in the game temporarily. They said, we will reassess the performance of Souljade Swift Heal and make some adjustments. It will return to the drop library once the adjustments are completed. Now, there were some other Souljade changes, guys, but again, don't want to go through every single bit of detail, but they matter, so definitely check that out. Now, a big one is movement. A big update to this update is the update on movement. So basically they adjusted the dagger dash energy cost reduction granted at each glyph level. So you can see the numbers there, but also basically what they're saying is character mobility has greatly increased with the addition of mechanics such as dagger dash. Most people using stuff like dagger dash and stuff, they have a better movement advantage. So they're trying to balance out movement. They don't want everyone using the same weapon, same lunar agility, same, like basically the same glyph adjustment, just because it's based on movement. So it will basically, hopefully they will reduce the player's frequency of consecutive dagger dash and make it easier to pursue the enemy. They're just trying to make it easier for people to catch up to people using dagger dash. Alright, so here's some other in-game adjustments for combat that I noticed were important. So the first one, Scale Rush. Adjusted the charge time of all melee Scale Rush attacks to 1.1 seconds. There will be no blue focus until a charge Scale Rush succeeds. So that's a lot different because you see the blue focus already, but if it does not succeed now, you will not see that little blue focus around your character. This one stood out to me too. You can no longer use healing items while climbing a tree, while they can be used while you still stay in the tree. So if you stand still, or I guess if you just stay on top of the tree, you can still use healing items, but you can't use healing items while you're climbing the tree. So that's huge because people like to keep moving, they like to heal up. I don't know if I like that. I don't find that very necessary, but you know what? If it affects everyone, I'm fine with that. Fine. Alright, the next one is previously there was no delay when transitioning between dodging and crouching while outside of battle. This has been adjusted to the same way in battle. So you can now dodge and crouch without a delay while you're in battle. So battling is going to be a lot more faster, more fluid. Some people even use the dodge and crouch mechanics instead of parrying. So yeah, that's going to be interesting. Alright, and the next one that stood out to me really was the down players can now get up immediately to attack or use skills once their stagger ends. So that one really stood out to me as well. But there's a whole list, guys. Like I said, just check out the website for the update. Now, there were a ton of other in-game mechanic updates again, but they did some stuff for controller, challenge notifications, all of that. But yeah, that was what stood out to me. Obviously, the combat is what people care about, so that is why I mentioned that in this video. Now, let's go to something obviously very important when it comes to an update: fixing bugs. So they fixed several bugs in the game. I noticed a few of them as I was reading through. I was like, yeah, I noticed that while I was playing. So one of them is they fixed the issue that the charging action of dagger on a beam would repeat. So basically the dagger was broken, guys. A lot of people were like, nerf the dagger, and they did. I don't know, it just didn't seem like the dagger was that broken to me. I didn't notice any inconsistency with combat when someone had a dagger and like they would automatically triumph me. Like, no, that really didn't happen. But apparently the dagger was broken, so they did that. They fixed the issue of action animation when interrupting a melee flying attack by crouching. It should play a quick falling instead of crouch. They fixed the issue that dodging or rolling can sometimes evade Viper Ning's ultimate. So that means a lot to me as a Viper main. She's my second main. I guess maybe more, I don't know. Matari and Viper go hand in hand for me. But I like that. And it will make Viper a lot stronger. They fixed the issue that when going from sprinting to vaulting, a common attack will mistakenly become airborne attack. Okay. They fixed the glorious skull icon display issue. They fixed the counting error of quests that require you to defeat Matari or to mulch while they're using ultimate, and they fixed display issues of some end-game quests in progress. And that's it for this video, guys. Hope you enjoyed me going through the more important parts of this update. Again, go on narakagames.com/news/update. You can find all the other ones, but these were the most important, so I decided to help you guys out from a lot of reading. Anyway, I hope you guys have a great rest of your day. I hope the best of your todays are the worst of your tomorrows. Feel free to like, comment, and subscribe for more Naraka Bladepoint content. I really love this game, and I love making videos on it, and I thank you guys for watching. I thank you in advance for subscribing or liking or whatever. But anyway, I hope you have a great day, and I'll see you out there, heroes.